Hi everybody. In this video I want to show everyone how to go into their wireless router and put in those MAC addresses that we got from my last video and block that porn. So first thing I want you to do is bring up a window and as I said, I gave you a link to OpenDNS where you can find your individual router's default IP address. Either that, what I like to do a lot of times because it's easier, I just go and I search for default IP and then I put the name of my router in and hit enter. And what that does is bring up a lot of things, and they're going to tell you right here. This happens to be the default for my Linksys router. So I'm just going to copy that and I'm going to paste it into my URL. Okay, and what that does is it gives me access to my router. I have mine password protected already, and I had to think of something creative. Alright, so we're going to log into our router. Okay, now as I explained to you, there are two different passwords, and one of them can be located here. And this is the password that I just had to type in to get in here. You want to make sure that you set this to something that your perv doesn't know, and that will keep him out of here. The other thing I wanted to show you, under access restrictions, okay, here is the command center of our porn blocking abilities. I know it doesn't look like anything because I have it hidden this way just in case he does happen to maybe get the password out of me or something like that. So up here under Internet Access Policy, for my particular router I have 10 of them, and yours may be different, but I've left the first one blank because I don't want him to know anything. Alright, but if you come down to 2 here, and you will see where I've got website blocking by keyword. So you can put in 6 of those for each one, plus you have this website blocking by URL, and you can put in 4 for each individual policy. And as I said, you can see I have 10 of them, so that means that I can put in 40 URLs and 60 keywords. Okay, so stay here. Now the first thing you want to do is enable it, and then you want to click this button here on your individual router. It may be different, but click this button here for edit list of PCs. This is where we're going to put our MAC address that we got. Okay, and like I told you, we have a colon here instead of a dash, which is how the computer formatted it. There was a dash there, and I said don't let that confuse you. Okay, if you remember on my other one, this one here is the physical address of the computer that I am on at the moment. Okay, MAC has nothing to do with Mac OS X. That's just your physical address of the computer that you are on. So what you want to do is type those numbers in here. You want to type one in for every computer in your home that you're wanting to block. Okay, and then click Save Settings. Alright. Now, that is Internet Access Policy 2. Now, I happen to have most of these used up because my perv is very sneaky. So go down through every single one of these that you have words or you have sites blocked in. You have to go through every single one of them and click Enable, Edit List of PCs, and you have to make sure that in every single one of those policies, every single PC is listed. Save Settings. And then once you've gone and done all of that, don't forget to save your settings down here. Okay? Alright, so in the end, what you'll have is internet policies, which by the way you can name these if you want. I chose to leave them blank because my perv is kind of smart but not super smart. Number one, I don't have anything, so it is not enabled, but make sure that you have them enabled. You have the list of PCs filled in with your MAC addresses. You have all this stuff you want to put, and then you make sure you click Save Settings when you're all done. Okay. This does other things besides block porn. You can block days of the week, times of the day. I don't know what this is about blocked services. That's beyond me, but that's really not what I'm concerned with. So that should do it. So just make sure you're saving your work, and then make sure that you do come over here to administration and put a password in here. Okay, this is not the same password that you're using to access your network down here. Your network. That's a completely different password, which is under wireless. Okay, go to administration, create a password. Now, wireless access web, I'm not sure what that is. I think that was standard there, but under remote management, sometimes your router will only allow you to change it when you are hardwired to it. Okay, my router is on the second level of my home, and I happen to be on the third level right now, so I am connected wirelessly, which means I need to get into that remotely. So I have this enabled. Okay, if you do not want anyone to be able to mess with the settings unless they are actually hardlined physically to the router, then go ahead and disable it. You know, that might give you a little bit more of a layer of protection. I don't know, to me it's just more stealthy, and it's much easier for me to be able to access it from my computer. And since I have a password on it, and in my porn blocker software that I have running on the other PC, I have also blocked this address. So that means that from his computer he cannot even get to this site, which is pretty cool. Alright, so till next time, block that porn.